Alright, so this is gonna be a action or thoughts on the movie. Not the movie, even though it should have been a movie. The Selena series. Now, oh my gosh, is that a bump? God, my eyes are so irritated. Yeah, on the Selena series. Now, with the Selena series, that was completely and totally unnecessary. That they honestly only did for a obvious cash grab. And not to honor her name. They start off showing that her parents, didn't know that her name was going to be Selena. It was going to be something else. Probably like Mary or something. But they hadn't had the name picked out. So anyways. Oh my gosh, where's my brush? Guess we're using... No. Dang, I really don't want to use this brush. Oh, it's right here in front of my face. But yeah, they end up naming her Selena because this lady that had gave birth to her son that she thought was going to be a girl was going to name her son that was supposed to be a daughter Selena instead. So they take that kid's name, and a couple years go by of this unnecessary show, and then Selena's in the backyard singing, and her dad is trying to teach her brother how to play guitar. And then all of a sudden he hears Selena singing, and he like walks out there, or he brings her in. I don't know, I don't remember, because I had like a long day. And like he brings her in, and brings her in and like ask her about the song. And then some more years pass, blah 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 blah, and Selena's a little bit older, and they're playing at the diner and her parents' restaurant, and it's not going so well because the parents' restaurant suffers from the recession, and they end up moving and going to live with her dad's brother, I believe, with the dad's brother. And the dad, Selena's dad, is super desperate to get his kids mainstream so that way they can make some real money. And then they end up eventually getting more gigs and more shows and stuff, and Selena's voice gets like more like amazing and stuff. And then it shows them trying to find more bass players, more guitar players. I don't know the actual like name for it, but like more bass players and more guitar players. And that's far. Yeah, more bass players and guitar players. And so like they end up doing that. And unlike in the movie when they kind of just get straight to the point, they don't do that with this. They drag it out and go like a couple years forward and back, instead of just having a nice smooth transition throughout her life. And oh my god, the freaking, okay, I guess I'll just do this. The freaking like uniforms that were supposed to be for emulating like the 80s, terrible, literally terrible. Jeez, I didn't think the uniforms could look any worse, but they did. They literally did. It's like they didn't even try. And the girl that played Selena, it's like... It's like they didn't even try to find someone that was at least like Selena's body type. Like with the movie, it was like J-Lo was Selena's body type. That's like my biggest gripe about it, because she like ends up wearing like butt pads. And she's really, really skinny, and I'm not trying to like make fun of her body, but it's like she was really, really skinny and she looked frail, and like the part clearly was not for her. And I can't tell if they just got her because she was a Spanish speaker, or because, yeah, they just got her because she was a Spanish speaker. Not because like she looked like Selena a little bit, or even that her name was Selena. No, not that. Clearly not the case. So like they didn't do that. And like the girl who plays her brother, not her brother, the girl who plays her sister, she ends up, she fits like the sister's like body type, like what they tried to do like in the movie. And they managed to get that right. But like Selena, she's so skinny, the wigs look terrible. They don't even look good at all. Like, the wigs do not look good. I wish they looked good, but they look like they got them out of a Dollar General section that had wigs. Not even like they're like wigs that somebody made from home. They look like they got them like from a Dollar General part. And I just, why? Just why? No, like it's like a weird, unnecessary ending to her life. And just, why not just let somebody rest in peace? Why not just do that? Instead, you go and make a series. I don't necessarily want it that, because it just doesn't make any sense to me. And so like, and then they get so popular by the time Selena gets to like high school that like her teacher's like, I can't do this anymore, like Selena should just drop out. But then they're like, oh, you can't just let her drop out. And it's like, I think her parents should make that decision, not you. So annoying. But it's like, when I was younger, I saw the movie and I was like, oh, this is sad. But now that I'm almost 30 and I see the show, it's like, why? Just why? What was the whole entire point of this show? Other than the obvious cash grab. What was the point? And so, like, it does not look that good. Like, I wish it did, but it does not. And so, they eventually get to the part where Selena's dad takes her out of school because the teachers are trying to sit there and tell her what to do, like, and it's not like Selena was like failing in school, and she wasn't failing in school or nothing, but the teachers really tried to be like, no, you can't just keep coming to school whenever you feel like it. And it's like, if they're turning in the work, what does it matter? I just made it to episode 3. I did not get to the part yet where you can clearly see that her life is on the end. It's near the end. It did not get to that part yet. I put on entirely too much concealer. So we'll try and fix it with this. But like, it's just so unnecessary, this whole thing. I'm just like, dang, at least with the movie, y'all like got somebody that was like kind of her body type and could actually like sing, and well, debatable, highly debatable, and like, but with the show, it just seems like, I really hate this. Oh my god, we are gonna have to do a redo because I am not feeling this at all. What? Why do my cheeks look like that? They just look so red. But yeah, it's like they just did it just so they can have Selena's name out in lights. It's like, why as family would you not want to let this girl rest? I don't understand. No, we don't want to let her rest. We just want to bring her name up again, you know, for the new generations. That's all we really want. Like, there's Spotify, there's Google, like, I think you're just making up reasons just so that way you can have a reason to make more money, even though you should just let her peacefully rest. No, don't do that. That would be asking for too much. There was literally no point at all, and I mean at all, I think personally. Where is my other brush? Oh, wow. There was literally no point at all for this movie. I mean, not this movie, for this show to be made. No point at all. Like, the only reason that there would have been a point is if the movie had never been made with J-Lo. Oh, wow, this thing is not sitting up. But it's like, I mean, they do kind of a good job on telling, like, how they got to specific parts. From the little ground bottom when they had to move homes and go to his older brother's place. But they do a terrible, and I mean a whole terrible job of just maybe honoring her at all. I just think it's kind of dumb that they came out with this. And she's barely been dead for 30 years. But for some reason, they just insist on keep digging her name up. With the Selena Mac collaboration, the series, the movie. Like, it's just kind of odd that you can't just let someone rest in peace. It's just something so weird about it to me. The show is completely and totally unnecessary. To me, unnecessary. Just completely. There was no need for it. I was very little when she died. And I saw the movie very, very young. And I still vividly remember how sad it felt. And I just think it's so dumb that they had to come out with a series. Like, it was just, oh, we need to come up with a series so that way we can honor her name some more. Like, you don't have to come out with a series to honor her. Man, none of these shadows are gonna work well. I just think it's a bunch of BS. just a bunch of BS. Well, I can't find my eyeliner, so we're just gonna go with this beauty. And the foundation I used was this. But yeah, I just think it's so stupid. So stupid. I will try and continue to watch the rest of the series and finish it, so that way I can give a full, clear, like, my thoughts on it, review on it, you know, commentary on it, whatever. It's just something feels so wrong about someone only being dead for almost 30 years and you still dig their name up and try and use it for profit. It's just something so off about that. There's just something so off about it, and I just think it's so dumb. But if you think less, let me know. I just, to me, think it's so dumb. And if you think differently, then let me know. I just think it's kind of dumb that they're digging her name up and drawing out this long drawn series, and in the movie they just chop to it, because why would you want to relive someone that you cared about so much, their death, and just relive it and draw it out? Wouldn't that be too painful a second time? But you gotta keep digging her name up for profit. Granted, they probably are running out of money at some points, which if you're smart, you'll invest it in to think that whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna try and finish the rest of the series. Try to. Now granted, like the second episode, I was like, wow, this is only the second episode? Jeez, I thought I was like on the 5th one. They draw it out like a lot. So yeah, I will try and finish the rest of the series, so stay tuned for more.